Wah! Wah! Whoa! Electric guitar! Enter the Sandman starts playing. Which I need because I'm EP. We need the Sandman. Wait, crap, I'm not on my headphones. Hold on, crap. Setup not complete. Totally forgetting things. Hold on, switching to the headset, which is not on. Turn it on. Power on. Come on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Enter the Sandman, or what are the other iconic metal songs? Metal? What up? Today we are hunting Chihaya. Wow, such a bold claim. I hope fanatics don't take this the wrong way. It's a jab, okay? It's a jab. It's like you know, we're gonna race and stuff, not necessarily taking down Chihaya or anything. Just so we're clear. Just so we're clear. Actually, the title of the stream, I was like, wait, am I on? Yeah. The title of the stream, I actually wanted it to be there's only room for one VTuber on the Wangan. But I'm like, nah, that's too aggressive. That's too aggressive. Maybe I will not use that as a title. Oh no! No, sad. Okay. I wolfed down my dinner, so I'm 10 minutes late. Let's go! I don't know how I'm still awake, actually. I woke up at 7 a.m. today. Huh. It's weird why I woke up at 7 a.m. Because I was supposed to do stuff yesterday, script writing for the differential and actually finally filming. But then I got depresso, so I'm just gonna sleep. So I slooped instead. Woke up at 7 a.m. and I'm like, alright, let's go. Let's go. So we're goon streak, let's go. So I'm like, if you noticed, I posted a few things. I'm like, wow, productivity. And I finished the differential script, but there was no time to film it, sadly. So not bad. At least I got it. I got the script going. Now we just need to film it. Then the B-roll, then the editing, and the whatever, and the launching talk to Xtreme Racer. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, follow-up appointment. Oh. And yeah, December 5. Let's go. There we go. Launching the game. Pausing the YouTube music. So we can hear the texer. There we go. Oh. TXR sounds. I don't know. When's the 5th again? Oh, it's a Friday. Actually, maybe. If I can get home on time. Because from tomorrow to Friday, I have an event. So, I don't know when I'm gonna stream. Koromon is up for grabs again. Because tomorrow we'll be finalizing the turbo build of the E46. Look, Shop Boss was like, we can sell a car for it. I'm like, what? What? So I showed Shop Boss the we're reaching almost $8,000 without importation and taxes yet. And he was like, oh no, that's so high. We can sell a car though. I'm like, what do you mean we could? We can sell the E34. I'm like, what do you mean we could sell the E34? I like the E34. Don't sell the E34. So, you know, we're gonna talk about it tomorrow and do some SAU tuning also and stuff. So I'll be in the shop for 2 days. Then Friday, have an event with Crystal somewhere. So Friday night, if I'm alive, then maybe start. No. I can't play StarCraft until I figured out how to do the mission. I will watch a guide first. Oh no, the controller slept. Don't sleep. Well, it won't be a specific sad. Oh, whoa. Game has crashed. What? Nani? Why? Interesting. We're not even doing anything yet. By the way, the V. Look at this. Look at the. If I may just comment. Where's the thumbnail? Look at that. Look at the art. It's so good. The Itasha is actually pretty damn stonks. I'm like, wow. Look at that. Look at that art. Look at that smug. And the pose and the shoes and and then the BBS RX8 with the colorway. Oh my god, it's actually pretty good. When I saw it earlier, I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. One day, we'll have Itasha. One day. Not soon, but one day. We'll try DirectX 11 with the TXR. Maybe that'll help. There we go. It's so good. Hello, Battlefire. What up? Welcome to the whatever this is. I'm Emi Kurama, your resident automotive VTuber. Blah 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 blah, etc. etc. You know, earlier today, I was quote unquote working, right, with our stuff. So I can't work without distraction because 2025, we're all mentally ill. I was on Twitch and I was like, there's nobody online. There's nobody to watch. I'm like, what the hell? There's nobody to watch. Now I kind of understand. Like, okay, a streamer's job is to like kind of be in the background while you do work, and sometimes there's a lull time where no one's online. You're like, who do I watch? I watched some of Porcelain Maid. It's so cool. What else did I watch earlier? Megalodon. I watched a bit of Megalodon. Like, oh, she's pretty cool. Then after a while, I couldn't find anyone until Geary went on. Like, yay, Geary, let's go. Making the Shan Shrew and what's the other one? Some cake. It's pretty cool. Wish I could stream during daytime. I stream during the nighttime. Because I have no idea what I'm doing in the daytime. I have the equivalent of working, quote unquote, 3 jobs. I cried. None of which earn money. Let's go. Well, has the potential to earn money, but is currently not yet earning enough money. That's true. Oh, it's daytime somewhere. 8 to 16. Jeebus. 8 to not. It's not an 8 to 5. It's a 8 to 16. Damn. 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, wait, military time 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, sorry. Anime World uses the 12-hour cycle thingy. Would you buy the new Supra? Not immediately. Like, only if I'm already happy with my current stable and I'm like, I need a fast track car that's like with no real frills, then I'll get the Supra. But I need first to have, well, I already have one, an E36, probably a Miata, a practical daily, maybe an EV, then I'll buy a Supra. It's not a priority in the list, because it'll only serve like one job in my opinion, and that's to be like fast. Fast without being like, I don't think you can drive a Supra the same way you can drive like a 90 shitbox. The involvement when you drive it, I don't think the enjoyment is there. So it's gonna be like a proper time attack, like track car. But then I don't think I'll enjoy it like as a street car. I'm like, it's kind of detached, you know. It's cool, it's fast, but I want to drive, you know. I want to drive. Dang it, I wasn't recording that. Dang it, that was a good response. Oh, well, I'll try to look for that super response in the future. I'll just screen cap it, whatever. Emmy in the future watching this VOD to farm for clips. Remember to farm the super answer from the Yocho VOD because you forgot to press record again, you dumb wolf. Okay. So yeah. I like simple cars, no traction control, front engine, rear wheel drive. Turbo naturally aspirated either. It's pretty good. Lightweight. So when cars become a bit too polished, I tend to like not enjoy anymore. So yeah. I got you. I made a clip. Whoa! I used to work for Toyota. Not gonna buy a BMW Supra. I mean, they're good. Like they're ridiculously stupid to go fast. Like it's so simple to make them go really fast. Like one of the fastest cars here in the anime world is a Supra. So I'm like, nice. But again, I'd probably enjoy more like driving well, actually tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. I might bring home the Z3. Yeah! So excited about the Z3. I might have more fun driving like a sub 200 horsepower, 4-cylinder, lightweight, rickety old shitbox versus like a brand new, super polished, super refined Ispatska. What's up, Turk? What's up? You should listen to me on Guitar. Yeah, the Guitar. I'll start racing by 2027. Ooh, driving school this upcoming summer. I have a 92 Miata. Love that thing. Have you subscribed to our main YouTube channel, Battlefire? Not the live stream channel, the main YouTube channel, because we're gonna have racing lessons there soon, and I intend to blow your guys' minds with the information that most instructors don't tell you for some reason. I don't know why. Most instructors don't tell you stuff. Who's that guy? The sim racer guy that went to Radical, that guy knows his stuff. You can watch his stuff; it's pretty good. Almeida, his lessons are pretty good. So if there's one you need to look at, it's that. You can also look at Ross Bentley. Ross Bentley is really good. Ross Bentley is more about the feel and the vibe. Some of his teachings, unfortunately, I'm sorry, Ross. I'm an avid fan of yours, but some of his teachings are kind of outdated, but still pretty good, still pretty damn good. You'll still learn a lot from Ross. Driver 61 also, little tidbits of information about technical stuff. Moto IQ. What's his name? The guy who talks really what's malumanay in English? Really softly, but he's so cool. He knows what he's talking about. That guy, Moto IQ. Chelsea Denova. About drifting, Chelsea's like an encyclopedia of like what you should do. Pretty good. Note this down, guys. This will be an exam. Note this down. Note this down. Note this down. This will come out in the final exam. What are these? Record. Oh no! Oh, is this Chihaya already? No. We will not. We will not battle her yet. I don't wanna. Let's try the Wanderers first. I don't wanna. Because we'll end the stream immediately. Bold of me to assume I can beat Chihaya. What if her RX-8 like is like super on crack and we're like, oh dang it, frick. Wait for me, Chihaya, wait for me. I'm in a car which you can feel each speed bump, each gear shift. Yes, each rattle also. So like when you have no sound deadening and you hear the stone chips flinging into the wheel well, so good.
Sadwo1 says, Emmy, do you plan to make this a shorter stream than usual?
Yes, like 3 hours probably, because I am going to the shop tomorrow, so can't be too late. Can't be too late. Or so I say, but you know, it depends on how good the chat's going in the game. 500 horsepower RX-8. I think we can. I think we're also at 500 horsepower. Should be good. Yeah. Hard to wander that. Let's try to take down some wanderers first. Also, there's also a talent from Niji Sanji. I'm like, ooh, who's that? So maybe before Chihaya, we'll give her a race.
So_inlehead says, which one would you pick, 400Z or MK5 Supra?
Which one will I pick, 400Z or Mark 5 Supra? Probably neither. But given the option, probably it depends. Oh my god, it depends. Because the 400Z, like the manual 400Z, maybe. Because the platform's a 370Z, so I think it's archaic enough to be really fun. But I've driven the 400Z Nismo and I wasn't really a fan. I mean, it's good and it's fast, but I'm like, you know. I haven't driven a Supra on the street yet, though. I've raced a Supra in an autocross before. Oh, I need to tell you that story. But before that, I'll answer the question first. So which wanderer is this? Oh, Rexus. So I'm like, probably the manual 400Z. But then again, me being a BMW supremacist
says,
yes.
Hey, shall I make more background music for you, Emmy? More heavy metal than synth?
I think synth is better, because it's like for more. Oh wow, this guy's fast. For more stuff, I think the synth is will go along with more games and stuff. But then weirdly, StarCraft goes with heavy metal though. I think StarCraft is better with heavy metal, but like other games are like better with synths. So I guess it depends. I just race everyone. Hello, Zek Koroshers. Hello. So yeah, I will probably the 400Z manual, not the Nismo version. But since I'm also a BMW supremacist, I might consider the Mark 5 Supra, because BMW knows how to do their stuff. I'm craving a StarCraft stream. Drop D. What games are drop D? What games give up the vibe drop D? Could me-side be drop D?
Says,
drop D?
Also, Emmy, when is the next Holic Night stream? 3.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm ignoring that message. So hard, that game. Fine, I'll think about it. As long as you guys backseat me to where to go. Because part of me getting bored of the game because I need to figure out where to go. Just tell me what to do, we'll do it. Ouch. Don't text and drive, chat. Look at me. Don't be like me. Texting while driving. Oh crap. Wow, spin. See, chat, this is why you don't read the chat while driving. What if you had cheese? Oh, speaking of cheese when remote access. Depending on the weekend, I wanna... Oh crap, I missed that guy. Anyway, this weekend, I might bribe Chizu with a pizza party to help me set up the new model. Let's go. Pizza time. That or remote remote play. Remote desktop. So if we have time, we'll pizza party. And if Crystal has time, Crystal can drop by the pizza party. But if not, then any desk will do. Any desk. Any desky. Chizuio. Anata. Want a car which is better to drive? Buy a Celica. Maybe to those who maybe just dropped by in chat, I'm also a rear-wheel drive supremacist. So I'll probably pick a rear-wheel drive over anything. Not even all-wheel drive. Just rear-wheel drive forever.
Andy Ghost Fun says, "Hey Emmy, if nobody has told you yet this week, you're a cutie and deserve much more love. Also, hear me out on this idea. You, Chizu and maybe Crystal react to the Discord together on pizza party."
Oh yeah, but then the pizza party's there to make the model, so you know. Miatas depend on where you are. Cause here in the anime world, I'd rather buy a... Just because there's a Z3 now. I'd rather probably get the Z3 for the price. Because the prices of Miatas here are kinda ridiculous. So for what you get, for what you pay, I'm like, nah, I don't know. Okay, on to the story. On the how I drove a Supra on an autocross track. I mean, only if you guys want to hear it, and if you don't want to hear it, it's fine. Or have I told you guys before? I actually don't know. I can't remember. Can you guys remember? Tell us now. Okay. I do. Oh, you know that already. Oh, so I've mentioned it before. Okay. So I won't mention it anymore. Ha! I'm good. I'm kidding. The skyline. Yeah, Miatas are supposed to be cheap. Not anymore. Z3s are cheaper. Not really cheaper, but Z3s are the same cost as NANB Miatas now. And Z3s are significantly stiffer as a chassis than Miatas. And can handle significantly more power also if you shove in the 6-cylinder. So, pound per pound, I'd probably go with the Z3. Now, look at the Wanderer there. A tempting amethyst. No, this guy. Hui. Whoa! Wow, these guys are... I think we need to buy a new car. I think... We need to buy a new... But Miatas are more reliable. Joke's on you. I don't think so also. I mean, they're okay. They're alright. But as a BMW haver, I don't know where the BMWs or unreliable things come from. Especially 90s BMWs. Like, I'm very confident to take a Z3 anywhere.
Sadwo1 says, "Emmy, I haven't heard the story before, but I do want to hear it. 3.
I see. Now I'm stalling. I'm teasing you guys by not telling it to you guys yet. Coolant system now. The coolant system's amazing. Oh, actually, the coolant system of the Miata's terrible. NA Miatas have a inherent NA Miatas have inherent cooling issues if you like modify them from stock. because the Miata was a product of like cost cutting. Like it's the first cheap sports car ever, right? So what they did was they got the motor from the 323 Familia, the Mazda Familia, the 1.6 liter front wheel drive engine from that. And what they did was they just plopped it on the Miata. And they did not reroute the coolant lines. So your coolant line enters and exits in front of the engine. So something happens where cylinder 3 and 4 are actually not like there's less coolant flow on cylinders 3 and 4 because the water just really flows on cylinders 1 and 2. Because I forgot which one's the entry or which one's the exit, but one port for the coolant is the regular port near the water pump, and the other one is in between the camshafts. And I'm like, okay. So if you want to modify a Miata, one of the first things you need to do is to
says, you see, if you take care of a BMW, it will take care of you. If you treat it like a beta car, it will treat you the same.
Yes. Treat the SW20 properly. It will still snap oversteer into a tree. Let's go. But yeah, the Miata, if you really wanna modify it, add a little bit more power. Like even just a little bit more power. Like I've had stock Miatas with overheating issues before. I've experienced overheating stock Miatas before. I think partly because of this issue. But they sell a kit for it where they block the front coolant line and they open the coolant line at the rear of the head. So it's actually there. The coolant passageway is actually there, but for some reason Mazda didn't use that port for some reason. So you need to have so you need to open the rear port, block the front port, run a hose there, then you need to run an external thermostat. Or I don't know if they've already figured out how to put a thermostat like inside or whatever. But back when I was researching that, you need to put a thermostat in line with the new hose. Then your cooling system is quote-unquote okay. But I'm not sure what the capacity of the radiators is also. I don't know what the capacity of the stock radiators also, so I think we need to modify that still. Meanwhile, in BMW land, we've been racing the E46 for
says, for the price of a first-gen Miata, might as well buy a used Maserati Quattroporte and ignore all the errors and the check engine light, lol.
Don't even make it run, just park it in your living room, lol. So for like 3 years, we've been racing E46. We just reinforced we just reinforced. Sorry, not reinforced. Before the race, before we started using it, we just ripped. Sorry, my English. Before we started racing it, we just redid all the cooling systems, the lines, all of the plastics, the thermostat, and everything. Everything bone stock, no problems. Water temps were at 100, 110. Like all day, every day, no matter how hot it was. And we're running the 3-liter BMW. So that's revving at like 6,500 to 7,000 RPMs all day, every day, on track. Water temps are like super solid. Actually, we installed a supercharger recently, and we're only hitting like 115. I'm like, oh, not bad. But maybe I need to upgrade the radiator to an aluminum one now. But the rest of the cooling system can still handle it. So if y'all believe that BMW cooling system sucks, they're one of the cooling system. Oh, yes.
My check engine light is on despite the fact that I already checked the engine and it is still under the hood.
That's true. I did a reel of that before. I checked the engine. I was like, oh, it's still here. So whenever anyone tells you that BMW cooling system sucks, it's just because it's 30 years old. Any car from the 90s, you need to redo all of the cooling system anyway. So it's not just the BMW. It's any 90s car. And once you do it, BMWs are one of the few cars that I know that you can literally race them on the track with the stock cooling system. You don't even need to modify them. Just go to the track. You're fine. With light bolt-on mods, you're fine. Oh yeah. The 330 Ci I driven, compact, 3-liter ITBs, Shrek cams, also stock cooling system. No problem. Handles it all like a champ. So don't believe the slander. Don't believe the BMW slander out there. We don't have tires anymore. Let me try this one race, but I know this guy's. Oh god, this guy's really fast. Are the NA models the one over? I think I don't know if the NB was already fixed, but definitely the NA. But since the NA and the NB sort of share the engine, I won't be surprised if they have the same cooling system style. The same problematic cooling system style. Now. BMW Z3 as a first car to learn track racing unit. Yes, could be. I if I can convince you to go for an E36, probably an E36, because the thing with the Z3 is that it has a hello, you're back. The Z3 has a semi-trailing arm rear end, which might be a bit too much for new drivers, and especially if you have the 4-cylinder. I think with the 4-cylinder, the weight bias of the Z3 is kinda rearward, meaning it kinda snap oversteers also. Because I driven one in the province, in like the mountains. It oversteered on me like from out of nowhere. I'm like, oh my god. And it oversteers really fast. So it kinda has that snap oversteer problem. But not as bad as the MR2 though. But more than the 3 series is. So I'd still go for the E36 because probably you can get one for cheaper. And even if you crash the E36, you don't need to cry because you just buy another one. Just buy another one. You know? Oh crap, spin out. Is it bad if hypothetically speaking a car engine area released white smoke while engine has been running for a while? Yes. Well, any smoke is bad. White smoke or bluish smoke in the exhaust might mean your piston rings are gone. Or technically you're burning oil. So either your piston rings or your valve seals, something. Or if your turbo seals are gone, so it's spewing oil into the combustion chamber, producing that blue smoke. Phew, phew. Hello, Emian Company. Oh, what's this? So shiny. Yes, I'm a professional racist. Or I'd like to say professional racist, but compared to the real professional racist, I'm a nobody. I'm just. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm just technically a professional racist because I do it for a living, but I don't believe I have the skills nor the knowledge to compare to international racists. I'm just a little guy, you know. I'm just a little racist. I ain't no big racist. Yay, headbutt.
Sol_in_head says, your takes on the 335 IE92.
Yeah, those are mental. Let's go back to the garage. We're out of tires. Personally, I don't know yet, cause at least here in the anime world, there's not much of it, so I can't really say from experience if it's gonna be reliable and awesome or not. But based on international consensus, I think it's really good. I think that's where the downpipe and the tune started. The 335 is where the downpipe and the tune meme started. So I think it's pretty good because you get a twin turbo. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's turbo definitely. Whoa, we got a what is this? What do you call this? Oh, thank you for the sub. We have a anonymous gifter. Thank you for the gift, anonymous gifter. Lauma's thighs. A thigh enjoyer. Let's go. When you go to the
headbands.
Oh yeah.
Sadwo1 says, fun fact, in 1951 chess international master Robert Wade played 30 chess games against Russian schoolboys aged 14 and under at once. After 7 hours he lost 20 games and drew 10.
Whoa.
Andy Ghostbun says, Emmy, do you
Andy,
have
do you even
something
know
to
what a
comment
twin
on
charge is?
twin-charged cars? Have you ever driven one, or what do you think of it in theory?
Twin charging is a very like niche and like not so known thing. So, are we talking about the same twin charge concept? Yeah. I'm very aware. Okay. Twin charge. In the modern era, it's not. You don't do that anymore. Turbocharger technology is so good. ECUs, systems, misfiring, whatever, is so good that twin charging a system only leads to reliability issues because you have so many hoses. And you have two systems to take care of. So, back in the day, it was okay to run a compound supercharger and turbocharger. And imagine, you need to have like a valve, right? So, once the supercharger's done with its job, you need to redirect it, and now you have the turbochargers come in. So it's kind of like, it's so complicated. It's so complicated. I'll hype train. Wow,
200.
let's go.
Cheer 100, cheer 100
Let's
for the
go.
hype train. Let's go.
But yeah, twin charging is a old style of tuning because technology was not there yet. But in today's age, no need. Just get a good turbo. You're good. Oh wait, no. You go to perks first. Oh, that's true. I don't want to battle Chihaya in a 400Z. We need something special. 240? We can afford the 240. Hold on. Hakosuks. And you know what? It's in the tree. All right. Okay, hype. Okay. Probably finally build a 240. I thought about slapping a supercharger on my Miata, but decided to go for a K-swap. That actually might be a good idea. Going for the K-swap instead of keeping the B6. What do you call that engine? Or BP, the 1.8. B6 is the 1.6. Wait. Let the real Devil Z come alive. Yeah, I love the 240 280 also. Fun fact, there's a 240Z downstairs. It's in covers. Unfortunately, it has an RB25 in it already. We weren't able to save the L28, so
Yay, headband.
it has an RB on it.
Sadwo1 says, also what is twin charge? And how
Oh, no,
does
Andy.
it work?
Now we need to explain to Sadwu what it is. Hold on. Give me a second. It's just need to buy this Datsun. Where's the Datsun? Oh, look at this Datsun. All of its glory. Twin charger. You know what a supercharger is and a turbocharger is, Sadwu? Whoa. There we go. Ooh, ITBs on the K24 make it up to 9. That's around 300 horsepower-ish already, I think. 280 probably. An E36 for 16k and the Miata was 12k, then I guess the Miata is the way to go then if that's the case. Or it depends. Like what's in the E36? Because no, the E36 can also, depending on the trim, the axles and everything can handle a bit of power. The Miatas, once you add some real power, you need to start thinking about transmissions, axles, and stuff. So that's also another consideration. The drivetrain of the car you buy. That's why buying an M series car actually kind of makes sense. Because an M series car, or at least the E36, the M3 E36 costs like, let's say 50% more than the 328 E36, but you get all the beefy drivetrain and the brakes and the stuff. So, you know, if you plan to go ham fam, you have the platform to do it. Versus having to find those parts anyway. Like if you start with the 316 E36, then you have to find the M3 transmission, the M3 rear end, then you have to swap everything over. You're gonna spend around the same as just, you know, getting the M3 straight up. As per Chelsea Denofa, by the way, this is Chelsea Denofa's tip. If you can afford the M3, go for the M3 because you're gonna end up with an M3 anyway. If you're gonna modify it. Oh, the stock 6-speed can handle 250 to 300? Really? Really? Oh yeah, LSD is a must. And any car. Any car needs an LSD. Yeah, the twin charge explanation. No wait. I asked, did you answer the question if you know what the turbocharger and a supercharger is or the difference between them? Myriad, it also depends where you are. So take note is there a lot of German spare parts or Japanese spare parts? So depending on what parts are available, that's what the chassis you're gonna go for. Because, you know, maintenance and stuff. Because here in the anime world, actually BMWs are really are cheap to acquire but really expensive to modify because there are no modification parts here. We import all of our aftermarket parts, which is getting really expensive actually. Then again, not as expensive as building a JDM car. So I guess it's fair. It's break even. If we decided to go for a Sylvia, we'd be spending the same amount of money. So I'd rather be in a BMW. You know what they are. One is exhaust, the other is air. Not necessarily. The turbocharger is driven by exhaust gases to shove more air into the engine. A supercharger is driven by the engine belt, by the pulley. So it's directly linked to engine RPM. And it also shoves air into the car, into the engine. So the turbocharger is literally a fan, but then it's driven by exhaust gases. So as your exhaust gases leave your engine in the suck, squish, bang, blow sequence, right? At the blow part, it blows through a turbine, which spins another turbine. That turbine now forces more air into the engine. Because remember, you can't just shove.
Says, what is your opinion on Volvos? I think they are too underrated in tuning. Good engines, good platforms, and surprisingly aerodynamic bodies.
Well, Volvos also aren't so popular in the anime world, so I have no real opinion. Though if you catch us playing Ready or Not, we have a Volvo playing with us. Yes, you heard me right. We have a Volvo playing with us. Maybe we can ask him about it. Because personally, I have no experience, so I can't contribute. But yeah, remember chat, you can't just add more fuel into an engine to make it more powerful. Because it's like juice, right? You're mixing powdered juice into a glass of water. There comes a point where you just add powder, but it's no longer mixing with the water, right? It becomes sediments at the bottom because the water gets oversaturated.
And
with powdered juice.
Says, yes. Just a reminder, the car with the most mileage in the world is a Volvo with 3.1 million miles.
Oh really? Really? Damn, 3.1 million miles. So the thing is, the perfect fuel ratio for I will drive around in this first. It's our little sleeper. No tuning yet. I'll just drive around so I can talk to you guys while driving around. Because for the reels, do it for the reels. So yeah, so the proper air fuel ratio, or rather the amount of fuel you can put in a certain amount of air, is 14:1. So that's 14 parts air is to 1 part fuel. That's the optimal stoichiometric ratio. Get 10% off gamer subs. Link below. So in order to make more power out of your engine, again, you can't just shove more fuel in it. You need to shove more air in it so you can shove more fuel in it. That's where the turbocharger comes in. A turbocharger is a fan that forces air into your engine so you can shove more fuel into it. And the turbocharger is powered by exhaust gases. So you have two fans stuck together. As your exhaust gases leave the engine, it spins a turbine. That's the exhaust turbine, which spins the intake turbine, which forces air into your engine. And that's how you go Now, a supercharger works the same way of shoving air into your engine, but instead of being powered by exhaust gases, it's powered by your engine itself. What do I mean? It's powered by engine rotation. Like literally the crankshaft, you have a belt that connects to the supercharger. So it's your supercharger rotates linearly or exactly to how the engine rotates. Well, linearly, I guess, because you can have a different diameter pulley, so it's not 1:1 RPM. It's more of linear in a sense that percentage engine increase RPM is percentage RPM increase of the supercharger. Then it spins that supercharger to shove more air into your engine. So the problem before was, if you want to shove ridiculous amounts of air into your engine, you need to have a big turbocharger. But if you have a big turbocharger, you need a lot of exhaust gases for it to spin, right? Because it's a bigger fan. So the problem comes that sometimes, even when you're at 3,000, 4,000 RPMs already, only then does the turbo start spinning and generating more power. It's called turbo lag. So like anything below 3,000 horsepower or below 4,000 horsepower, your turbo's not spinning enough. So you're not making power. So that can be a huge issue with drivability. So what people did before was, why not let's have a supercharger and a turbocharger run at the same time, in tandem, not in parallel, in tandem. So during low RPMs, the instant response of the belt-driven supercharger can take care of low-end boost. Then once the turbocharger has enough juice at like 3,000 RPMs, 4,000 RPMs, you have a series of valves that redirect the boost of the turbo, or rather, the supercharger kind of turns off. Then the turbocharger takes over in shoving air into your engine. Hence twin charging. So you'll have more engine response. Ta-da! There you go. There's your explanation what a twin charger is. But in modern days, with modern turbo technologies and variable turbo like what's it, angle or something, VGT, and misfiring systems and exhaust manifold technology and all that, ECU, wastegate technology, you don't necessarily need a twin charger anymore. Having a good enough turbo is good enough. Are you rev cutting? How come this car feels kind of slow? Why? Is this an endgame car? How? What is a wastegate? Where did you find that word, Sato? Where are you finding these? Intake gas get too hot and you will lose power. Not only that, but you're still technically compressing air. So if you have a big enough supercharger, you'll still want an intercooler for it. Regardless. I said wastegate? No, I shouldn't have said wastegate. But I mentioned it before in the parts list though. But wow, we're losing. But for this explanation, we didn't need to have a wastegate. But okay, wastegate. So, here's the thing. Remember, the turbocharger is driven by exhaust gases. There comes a point, maybe, when you're at like 5,000 RPMs, your turbocharger is now supplying too much air into the engine. It might actually blow up the engine now because you're shoving too much air than the engine can handle, right? So that's where the wastegate comes in. Once you hit a certain amount of boost pressure, the wastegate opens and it diverts the exhaust gas around the turbocharger instead of through it. So that's how you, let's say, you hear people having the term, oh, I'm only running 9 psi of boost. That's how you regulate it. Once the turbo reaches 9 psi of boost, even if the engine RPM increases and the exhaust gases increase, the wastegate opens to ensure that you're only actually spinning the turbo enough to generate 9 psi of boost. It's like a regulator. Let's go back to the thing because it's yeah. Fuel oxidizer. More fuel equals more power. I guess yeah, with oxidizer, because technically you're just like, you can't have bang without oxygen or an oxygen replacement. So nitrous oxide also is an oxygen replacement. Italian engineer, wow. Big cat means big trouble. Oh no, Raura. Hope Raura's doing good. Big cat. Why is this car slow? Why are we only at 256 PS? I'm disappointed. We are fully equipped. So you're telling me this tier list doesn't matter? So this tier list doesn't matter. Okay. Fascinating. I don't think we have the engine swap perk yet. What's an exit manifold? It's an exhaust manifold. Your engine connects to an exhaust manifold. Yeah. It's the tubes that the exhaust goes through to get out of the car.
Try BMW E36 compact. It will go vroom very quickly and...
Other questions. How's YouTube doing? Oh, Brazil. Okay, that's a... I don't know what's available there, so... Ow. Ow. What I did I did? Actual torque curve of a centrifugal compressor looks parabolic. Modern control system allow that flat torque curve, loss of peak torque for better control. Is that what's happening? Because we currently have a centrifugal, the belt-driven turbocharger-looking supercharger. We have one on the E46 and I'm chucking it out. I don't like it. We're going turbo. Screw this. JDM or American Muscle? JDM. Hold on. I think my exhaust fan is on. That's why my air conditioning is so hot. Give me a second. I'll just turn off my exhaust fan. Give me a second. Ha! I'm back. TL blow-off valve or HKS blow-off valve? I actually don't know. Whatever works. Synapse. are they even around? I tried looking for Synapse blow-off valves for the E46. Hold on, fine. I'll Google it now. Synapse Bov. Are you guys still alive? Oh no! Best Bov since Synapse closed. No! No! I love Synapse. God dang it. God freaking damn it. I love... Synapse was so good. Why did they close? What the hell? Do I need to harvest the Synapse from the 240Z? The 240Z on the Synapse. The turbo increase fuel consumption on average. Ha! Here's the kicker. Ah, crap. Drinking my... Surprisingly, not gamer stuff. I'm drinking a... What do you call this? Hydration salts water. Just install a blow-up valve. Kaboom valve. Okay, let's get back on the Z. Because I would like to explain while driving on the Wangan. So, how do you change car? Garage. Photo mode, view, system. Is it in dealer? But chat, what car should we buy? Since the Z is a disappointment. So what car should we buy? What's buying it again? How do I go to the garage, right? That's where your cars are. Then photo mode, open menu. No. Oh, collection. Maybe it's in collection. Whoa. Or do we go with the FT? I wonder if you have enough. You know what? Let's go with the FD. Oh! Chat, we're gonna riding in. We're gonna riding in the RX-7 FD. Let's go! What do you call it? Japingish? Japanese English? It's so cool. Japanese English is its own vibe. Do you guys know of the Mitsubishi Starion? It's supposed to be Mitsubishi Stallion. But it became Mitsubishi Starion. Love it. I love it. The mood. Riding in. Oh yeah, Nissan released a twin cam conversion for the L28. I bet that cost an arm and a leg. And a kidney. And part of your liver. Come on, I'm spending money here. Please have horsepower. 439? Compared to the Z, which has 689. So what is it? What do I need to do? Do we need to get a Toyota? Do we need a 2JZ? I'm gonna go for a riding in my Miata. Let's go. What were we talking about before this? I forgot. No Skylines though. But Skylines are pretty stonks. With the Skyline route. Chat, what's a high horsepower car here? Edit kiss, ask Andy. Yeah. Ask Andy. For Gars, too busy riding in. Oh, back read. Blowoff valves. Oh, E36 based. Synapse! Oh, my Synapse. Oh, I cry. I want a Synapse. NSX. Will it produce the horsepower though? Because this is the Wangan. I'm assuming the Supra's fast as heck. Supra GTR probably is the way to go. But if it's the GTR, I want the R32 though. You know what? Fine. We're going for the Toyota BMW. Unlock. Unlock. Just note, chat, this is not my will. I'm being forced to, because meta. I don't want to try the R32 if it won't promise me the horsepower figures. Or unless we unlock the engine swaps. I don't think we've unlocked the engine swaps yet. Oh wait, no, Toyota. Oops. The Supra cannot be denied. That's the thing with the Supra. Even if you don't fancy it, if you need to win, you just gotta get a Supra. There's some Mishubibis here, but I don't know if they're late game. Again, until we unlock the engine swap perk, we need a car that can actually haul ass. Oh, the Tokyo Xtreme Racer Zero had the E36. What? Perk. Wait. 3,000 BP? We didn't have enough BP anyway. Okay. That's our next goal. 3,000 BP. Hopefully the Supra can get us that. Let's go. Fully modifying the Supra. Exhaust system. Intake system. Pim. Not beating the horse. What did they did? Why are horse girls here? Other than Chizu. The new Supra looks mess stock, but once you put like a bit of aero kits on it, looks pretty okay. Looks pretty okay. LFA is pretty fast, but there's no body customization. Maybe Lexus had that agreement with Tokyo Xtreme Racer. You can have the car in the game, but you can't race it out. Maybe that was in their contract. Yes. Right. This is the only BMW I can drive in the game. Right. Okay. Perfect. Why are we only 536? No way. Was the Z an endgame car? Because the Z is 689. How is the VG38? How is the VG38 DDTT produce more power than the B58? This is heresy. What? We need the GTR. Fine. We'll stick to the Z then. We will riding in the Z then. I don't know why I refuse to drive a GTR, but okay. How can the VG38 DDDDDDDDD be better than the B58? With the blow up, with the downpipe blow up valve and an email. Impossible. I can't believe we have one of the end-game cars already, apparently. Okay, no more buying cars until we hit 3,000 BP. Let's go. It's pretty high blood pressure, though. Pretty high blood pressure. Oh no, I don't wanna encounter Chihaya yet. I don't know if this is them because record 1, record X, record 0 are these Chihaya? Oh, that's fine. Let's give him a look. What is a blow-up valve? Kaboom! Okay, sadly, it's technically a blow-off valve. It's something you also need when you have a supercharged or turbocharged engine. So imagine this. Your wide open throttle, right? So your foot's on the floor and the valve that lets air into your engine is fully open. So you're boosting at like, let's say 9 to 15 psi, hunky-dory. All of a sudden, you let go of the throttle. So the valve that's in charge of letting air into the engine suddenly closes. All of a sudden, you have a spike of pressure between your compressor wheel of the turbocharger and the throttle body. The throttle body is the valve that lets the air in the engine. So now, since the turbocharger has momentum, right? The turbocharger has momentum. It'll keep on spinning even if you let go of the throttle. So now, you have a lot of pressure between your compressor wheel and your throttle body. If you don't have any way to relieve it, all that pressure will go back to the turbo and slow it down. So that means when you go back on the throttle, there's gonna be some lag. Let's say you lift off and go back to the throttle immediately. There might be some lag because your turbo was sort of like stopped by the air pressure that's backing up. In order to stop that, you have the blow-off valve. When you let go of the throttle immediately, the blow-off valve opens, relieving that pressure, keeping the turbo spinning. So when you go back on the throttle, like after just lifting off while you're modulating, your turbo's still at a high RPM to provide you boost. There, blow-off valve. What's a G? Oh, the 3000 GT. Whoa! Whoa, these guys are on crack. What the frick? How are we supposed to beat that? Yo! This game's crazy. Yeah, Porsche is very picky with who they allow to use their brand in the game. Ow. Hybridized. I've driven a lot of hybrids, but I have not repaired nor modified. Because for those new in the chat, we also review cars. well, not on this channel, but I delve with reviewing cars. So manufacturers actually lend us cars to review. That's how I was able to drive a Nismo 400Z, because Nissan lent it to us for like a week. Yeah. Yes. The wastegate controls the gases from the exhaust, and the blow-off valve controls the gases on the intake side. So they're similar but different, kinda. Oh, start reviewing cars. Let's go. Actually, one of the contents I'm gonna do for the Emi Kurama channel is I'm gonna be like, how to buy a new car, what to consider, how to properly watch car reviews. Because there's actually a way to watch car reviews. Having, been in the industry of car reviews. Like, a car reviewer's job is not to bash a car, to do a job it's not meant to do. The car reviewer's job is to promote the strong points of a car that customers might need. Or how do we phrase this? Car reviewers focus on finding the proper demographic for a certain car. Like, let's say a minivan, right? You don't review it for the horsepower, you don't review it for the handling. You review it for the number of cup holders, the fuel efficiency, how comfortable are your passengers in it, and all that. Oh crap. What do you want? What's your condition? Noodle artisan. Yeah, this 222 is the air surging back into the compressor. It's not actually the blow-off valve. The blow-off valve goes psh. back pressure goes. How to buy a new car? Don't. No, there's a good argument of buying a new car. There are good arguments also. Wait, TTS broke? No! Wait. Someone confirm if TTS broke. Did it? Also, car reviewers can't really shit on a car that bad, okay? Note that also. Because part of their work is manufacturers lending them cars.
Corkied says,
yes.
Wanna know a cheap, lightweight RWD car with extensive modding potential and readily available parts in many countries? Air-cooled VW Beetle Kappa. What? You want
Not
it to be
anymore,
fast as well?
I think. Because the Beetles, we used to have a lot of Beetles, like a lot. I've raced against Super Beetles. They're crazy. They're pretty fast, the Super Beetles. But they're so scarce right now. I don't know if it's even reasonable anymore. I think their prices have skyrocketed too much already. At least here. So again, depends on the region you're in. How do we get more BP? We need a lot. We need a lot. I want to drive the 240Z. Oh, you need to have a certain license plate. Oh. Back to my car reviewer thing. Remember, a car reviewer's job is to review cars. So if manufacturers don't lend them cars, they won't have a job. So unless they're really big, like Top Gear Europe, or like, you know, Top Gear Europe, or like the really famous YouTubers, you can't really shut on a car. At least if you do, you need to do it like constructively, constructive criticism. So a lot of car reviewers are very filtered. So that's another thing you need to take into consideration. That's why you need to watch multiple car. If you're planning to buy a car, you need to watch multiple car reviews from different people, and you sort of pick out the common denominators. Also, it's also common here. Car reviewers also have different tastes, right? Like, I have cars that in my book I really don't like, but other car reviewers like, which is fair. I mean, that's okay.
Says,
it's okay.
To test if it is TTS filtering, I'm
there you go.
resending Andy's last TTS. By the way, Emmy, someone said in the server your voices feels like a thirst trap when you're still a virgin. And I could have not said it better myself.
What the frick? Thirsty motherfucker. Drink some water. Drink some water. Yep, giving that delivery man some good old whiplash. Wait, what we're talking about before this? Oh, yeah, car reviews, So, oh wow, we're gonna decimate this guy. I'm sorry for this COVID. Box daughter, excuse me. We'll decimate all. There you go. That's only 1 BP? How do we get more BP, chat? Oh, we can sell the rights, right? To other stuff. We can reset everything, maybe. And get engine swap. Okay. Boxer daughter or rotary son? I'd probably go for a rotary more than a boxer. Ow. Don't mind my driving, by the way. I'm reading chat. Yeah, they somewhat need to glaze the manufacturers to get more jobs. So, it's... Okay, here's the thing, though. Reviewers, though, at least the decent ones, will not lie. Meaning, they'll just not mention the bad stuff. So you have to pick that out. That why aren't they mentioning this aspect of the car? It's probably bad. Something like that. So you need to learn how to pick that up from car reviews. If you find that they're avoiding this like crucial part, like everyone's deliberately avoiding a crucial part of the review, it's because it's probably bad and they just don't want to say it outright that it's bad. Like for example, this is just a me thing, okay? A lot of reviewers, like the Hyundai Creta, for example, I despise it like the plague. Just because of the steering. Though I think this is particularly because I race. Therefore, I'm very particular about steering feel. Because everyone else that I've like asked, because amongst car reviewers, we're honest. If it's just us in the room, we're actually blunt. We're like brutally honest with our car reviews if we're just like in a room, right? With no one hearing us. But they honestly like it. But then I told them about the steering and they don't find it bad. I'm like, oh really? Okay. So that could be just like a me thing. So if you're like a driving enthusiast, like particularly a driving enthusiast, then probably you won't like the Creta. But if you're like a regular Joe, then I guess it won't matter. Something like that. I liked one vid on TikTok na yun, my algo. Let's go! Algorithm, do your job! Yeah, Top Gear Grand Tour reviews are... So, Top Gear and Grand Tour reviews, in my opinion, aren't conclusive also in the real world. Because they mostly do it for entertainment and the vibe. But they don't actually review a car. NVH, suspension, power, steering, handling, you know, like the more consumer level. It's more hype level, which is, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I love Top Gear. I love Grand Tour. But you can't really decide to buy a car unless it's a supercar based on their, you know. Like for example, it's their bit that Clarkson hates Porsches, right? Yeah. What other car review secrets can we expose in the Emi Kuruma channel? But you know, don't take it against them. They're just doing their job. Foreign Prince, I got you. Oh crap. So fast. Getting tunnel vision. Because we're in a tunnel. Amazing. I need to go to a Daikoku PA soon. Lawyer Butler. Ooh, in the sex. Need the bass and drums. Doesn't the synth have bass and drums? Maybe it's the reason why insurance premiums are high. Yep. That's my job. Increasing insurance premiums. Actually, you know, I might do... Should I start car reviews on the Instagram? I have this motivation to do car reviews on Instagram. But probably text first because I don't know how I'll do it. Video format. Like for example, I really love the Civic Hybrid, by the way. It's pretty good. I love the Civic Hybrid. Locally, it won Car of the Year in one of our publications. I'm like, whoa! Oh wow! Fly. Fluing. He's currently fluing in the past
Andy
tense.
Ghostbon says, okay, here goes a fun car fact. Then, yesterday I discovered there is one engine that is fully capable of handling the Brazilian E30 fuel, and that is the Mercedes M104. The engine Mercedes stopped making because it was too reliable and didn't profit on after sales.
I see. We need the billionaire car review. The thing is also, I think it's a bit too biased because when you're at that money level, you will not know the requirements of the common man anymore. That's why I think nobody bothers to do it. Struggles of everyday man. PAC mono. I have no experience with it, but the concept is cool. How many stunt drivers the race organizers got to drive on the highway during your sanction race?
Is ethanol the future of combustion engine?
It could be if it's renewable. Oh, parking. If it's like renewable, right? Because it's corn. It's corn. But maybe hydrogen? Actually, the future is still, I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm not predicting anything. Crap. Change tires. Refill nitro system. I'll just race everyone on the way. Here's another Emi Kuruma prediction. You heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. Though I've mentioned it before, but maybe this time I can clip it since I'm recording this. But current high-performance EV cars will skyrocket in price in a few years. That is because I think in a few years, high-performance EV cars will no longer be a thing. Because everyone is shying away from pure EV and are now focusing on hybrids. So, in order for you to get the high-performance EV experience, which is bonkers, by the way, like an EV performance car is so bonkers. It's an experience of its own. So, if you want one for yourself, the only way you can buy one is to the second-hand market. And eventually, I think there will be an enthusiast circle for these EV cars, and they will eventually skyrocket in price. So cars like the i4 M50, the Ioniq 5N, etc., etc. If the push to ban, not really ban, but if the push to shy away from EVs push through, these cars will be collector's items. So you heard it here first, folks. Folks with the L, folks. .525 touring. It's the TD. Is the TD the okay? Is the TD the diesel one? Oh no, it's 525. I've driven the E39 and the E34. I've driven an E34 touring. It was alright. Kinda heavy. It's heavy. Handles good, but it's heavy. Okay. Woo. I've returned. Oh, where did you go? Where did you went? Past tense. Ah, see? My English is so good. Where did you went? Because went is past tense. Ow. E34. They're pretty good. That's I'm kind of sad because shop boss is like, we can sell the E34 for the turbo kit. I'm like, we're selling the E34? But it's so cool. The E34 is like the most gangster, badass BMW in my opinion. Well, one off. I guess the E21s also are very... Are the 5 series of that generation is also pretty badass. But you roll in like in a murdered, blacked out E34 on like 20-inch wheels. Oh, slammed. Oh, it's like the mafia has arrived or something, or the yakuza. Yes, I'm aware of Jesus's accord that he does not speak of. Did you know? Jesus also had a lancer. He arrived on a colt on that one. What do you call it? Parable? Not parable. In one of those chapters. He arrived in a colt. So colt lancer. Yep, if the energy source isn't clean, the EV source won't be also. So the real good thing about EV though is that it's so efficient in traffic, which is the downside of having internal combustion engine. Internal combustion engines are so bad at being efficient in traffic. So you can save a lot of energy, clean or not, if it's like an EV or a hybrid. The question now is the batteries, not just the fuel source. The batteries become the issue. Alright, I've postponed the story for too long. I will tell it now. That time I drove a Toyota Super. It was actually at a Toyota event. Here's the funny part, like it's so funny. I wasn't even supposed to be there. I was just there as a fine, Crystal's brother. Crystal's brother was going to do a drift competition with the GR Corollas, the GR86s. So they were there. Me, Crystal, and Crystal's bro were there, and we're just chilling. We're just chilling. It's a GR event. So what's this? Who are you? Ooh, wow! It's an Alphard. So no, I wasn't supposed to be there, but I was just there to bring Crystal and younger bro. So there was the GR Yaris exhibition. The GR Yaris club was there. The Toyota Supra club was there, and of course they had events for the owners, right? So they had an autocross for the GR club members and owners. That they used the GR Supra and later on the GR Yaris, but some of the participants weren't able to go to the event, so they lacked participants to drive the Supra, so they needed fillers, right? So they were like, who can we? Emmy, are you doing anything? I'm like, no. Want to race the Supra? I'm like, yes. I'm like, okay. Problem solved. So I wore one of the racing suits, the rental racing suits they had there, and the rental helmet. I borrowed the younger bro's racing shoes. Are we racing? Yeah, we're racing. The car's so slow. I'm like, wait, are we racing? Are we in traffic? So I was a filler. I was a filler in the GR event, right? So here's the funny part. So it's an autocross thing, right? And here's the thing: you don't have practice. You only get to do 2 runs, and that's it. Your best time gets counted. So me, being quote unquote used to driving different cars all the time and not having practice on specific cars, I already have a system of driving a car fast, even though I haven't driven it before, and I haven't driven a track before. So I know where to get time quickly. So lo and behold, I actually won. I had the fastest time there amongst the GR owners and stuff. And I'm like, yay! But since I was the filler, they did put my time on the timesheet, and I didn't progress to the next round. I'm like, oh, fair. I was only a filler, but that was one of my proudest moments because I'm like, what am I doing here? Wins, okay. So But yeah, I was just a filler. I was just a filler. Actually, should I mention it here? No, I won't mention it here. Because one of the... I'll mention it in cryptic. One of the drivers there in the event is a well-known driver also in the racing scene. So I'm like, oh, okay. Nice. I beat the guy who actually owns a GR product. Yuki Tsunoda. Oh wow, look at that. Delicious. Lightning McQueen. Kachiga. 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 Naturally, they didn't allow us to turn traction control off, so I was sad. Like, fine. I'll drive with the traction control on, fine. Wow, these guys are zooming. Damn. How many are 5? Nigel Matt. Get out. Get out. Ow. I don't have NOS. I don't have NOS. Scorching Mirage. You don't drive a Mirage. You drive an RX-7. Get out. So I do have my fair share of stories and victories. Which still doesn't mean I'm good, okay? Still doesn't mean I'm good. Throw me with the international pros and I'd probably like be mid-pack at most. When are we getting Emmy cameo with Tokyo Xtreme Racer? I don't think we'll ever. We're not big enough, number 1. Number 2, Chihaya and Rebels. Dang it. Missed it. Chihaya and the other Niji Sanji talent, if you know that they're both Japanese agencies. So probably, they're only getting Japanese related companies. I think it's techno heavy metal. It's not heavy metal. Oh, old boss from the old game. Oh. The game is $60. Did I pay $60 for this? Was it cheaper during early access? Because we had this during early access. Dang, I don't remember paying that much for this game. Because that is actually pretty steep. That is pretty steep. Yo, Polaris. What I miss? What did you miss? Car review slander? So pretty, the animations. And he's gone. Oh, he's not yet gone. Oh, we're taking him. We're taking him. Oh yeah. I don't have NOS. It's gonna be a VMAX battle. Ah, he's coming. He's getting closer. We're not at VMAX yet. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Dang it! Ah, we don't have tires! We don't have tires! No, the grip! The grip! Ah, we don't have the grip to recover! Dang it! Dang it, Eternal Polaris! Let's go find the Daikoku. Oh, really? Eternal Polaris is a girl? Oh, so cool. Some people don't like to share their age online. I'm 139 years... Am I? Wait, someone compute. I'm 139 years old. It's cheaper in early access. I'm Grandma! Grandma! Wise wolf of the Wangan, what is your wisdom? Slalom. Ah, init na poli. Ouch. Delivery. Another delivery driver knocked out. Breaking news! Oh, sponsored by NOS. Like nitrous oxide NOS? Here's something most people don't know. Nitrous oxide can actually be used to cool your intake temperatures also. So some people actually use NOS not to... well, to increase power. But their more primary focus is to cool down the intake charge. I'm a teenage dirtbag baby. Iron Maiden maybe? Is that the lyrics? Speed and power. Oh, what's happening? 502 BP. That's not a lot of BP. Not a lot of blood pressure. Yeah. No. Can't wait to get our differential video out. To get it over with. It's gonna be interesting though. Because I'm gonna share something that no other differential video explained before. Again, why? I don't know why they don't include this information, but okay. Sure. I would explain how having a differential is still better than one-wheel drive. There should be a PA here. Ow. Oh, little BRZ. 86 BRZ. Oops. I'm sorry. Don't have tires. Yeah! I'm almost done with differential video. Parking area! Dang it! Where's Andy? Andy! I can't get myself to put the camera target in the Ko-Fi because it's so expensive. I don't think it's ethical to put it there as a donation goal. I don't deserve it. Correct. I need $2,000 for the camera body, and I'm like, wait a minute, I could probably do a lot more other stuff. Because maybe we'll put the Steam, what's that, the headset? I guess that's more like ethical. Steam frame, yeah. The GameCube maybe not, because we already have a PC, so it'll be redundant. But the headset though. Steam frame. Because I don't know if we have enough photographer people in the community. Because again, what I can do is, if we hit our camera goals, I can actually have camera videos also. But it'll be car related, because it'll be taking pictures of cars. Tutorials on how to take pictures of cars. Not that I'm really good at it, but I'm also not very good at taking pictures of cars. I'm okay at it. And I can probably like share some wisdom. But it won't be like expert level wisdom. Who's that question mark? I'm a photographer. Whoa, let's go! Because originally I was only aiming for the for the Sony A6700. But then based on my math, the A7C2 is better. Yay, headband.
Sadwo1 says,
That's
also
true.
there isn't that many people who donate currently, so donation
Hello,
goals
Smoga.
will split the donations
What's up?
between a bunch of goals that will take a long time to complete, so I think regular donations are fine for now.
Yeah. We need to grow first. I need to make more YouTube videos first. I'm using a Nikon D51. Oh! Oh! I have one here. A D5100. I actually have one here. Yeah! I actually bought it for $200. So cool. For me, you always need to have that cheap camera. So I have an A6000, which is around, at least in the anime world, around $400. Then I got the D5100 for with lens it was $300. Without lens it was $200. And I'm like, yeah, basic cameras. I love me basic cameras. They're so much fun. Like you learn a lot from them. It's just that I'm done learning. I need horsepower. I need the horsepower now. So I want the A7C2, but the horsepower. But learning wise, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, the A6000. Man, you know, I love the A6000. The main reason why I love the A6000 is I can afford not to care about it so much. Like, is it dusty? I don't care. Is it kind of drizzling outside? I don't care. Are we going to do like kind of a sketchy? We're going to a sketchy area? I don't care. Because it's like $400. It's a body you can afford to accidentally like hit on a wall or something or drop, and it won't be too painful. Have a camera too. Let's go, 10-year-old Nikon. That's really good. Like up to now, I took some sample pictures with the D5100, even with the kit lens. I'm like, pretty good. So pretty good. My mistake was back in the day, I sold my D5300. And I'm like, dang it, I regret. So when a good deal for a D5100 came out, I'm like, fine. I'll get one again. Oh, Skoda. 10-year-old Nikon. I also have, which I probably will never sell also, is a Nikon D810. That was my first full frame. I actually got it recently only. That's my first full frame camera. I'm like, oh, so nice. But I'm not gonna lie, Sony blows it out of the water though. Sony's still Sony. But sometimes, you know, when you do photography, it's not about the image quality. It's about the vibe sometimes. That's why I don't want to that's why I don't want to let go of the D810. Because the physical, like carrying a tank of a camera, right? And the challenge of having limitations when you take pictures. It's all part of the charm. Part of the charm. So, whoa! 400Z versus 400Z. Cameras are expensive though. Ha! Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Cameras might be expensive, but compared to cars, at least they hold value. You know? You buy a set of tires, that thing's gone in like 2 years. Right? Like all of the money you spent on it. What are the actual figures? I bought a lens in Hong Kong that's only $500 there, but is almost $800 here in the anime world. So even if I sell mine secondhand for $600, I still profit. Then I bought a right there. I bought a D5100 Nikon for $300 with the lens. I can sell it for the same price 5 years from now. I can still probably sell it for the same price. We also got a Sony A7S II for computing for $600. I can also sell it for $600-700 if I wanted to. So you know, on eBay some of the cameras are like $80 bucks, but here in the anime world that's the current market for it. I am justifying it, and it's justified. In fairness, it's justified because it holds value. No, your mom needs a better camera, but buy a phone instead. If you're not really into like the camera technicalities, an iPhone might be the best you can get. Also, iPhone, Samsung. I haven't tested the cameras on the Chinese phones though. I have no idea with the Chinese phones. But at least with Samsung and iPhone, for most of what you need, it's good enough. Yeah.
Andy Ghostbite says,
Film.
Is there a wagon you particularly like that isn't the E36 Touring?
The E30 Touring. M340i Touring. Actually, I forgot which generation Benz, but there's a diesel Benz wagon. That's pretty badass. There's a lot of tires out there. Yeah, film is now more expensive than digital cameras. Because film itself is expensive and developing itself is now expensive. Wagon enthusiast, let's go! It's illegal how cool Japanese tech is. You might be surprised how much cooler German tech is. German tech is stupid. Like, it's literally sometimes stupid. Like why? Why did you make it? Why did you need to make it this complicated? For example, BMW cup holders. I'm like, what the frick? Why are there so many hinges? There's so many mechanical actuations just for a goddamn cup holder. And after like 20 years, they all break. Since they're so intricate, they break. Give me a title for this heavy metal piece. Highway Warrior. There. Get a digital camera, yeah. My recommendation for anyone who wants to start photography, A6000. Can't go wrong with the A6000. Like, you can do professional level work with it if you want to. Well, not like billboard, but like, for example, car reviews and all that. The A6000 still up to date. Howdy. The timing chain is on the gearbox side. What the frick? God damn. Why? Why? To shift weight rearward? Is that it? Did they want to shift the weight rearward? Yep, A6000. Can't go wrong. Plus the A6000, the Sony app to connect to your phone is actually not bad. So, at least with the A6000, you can transfer your photos wirelessly to your phone. So you can start editing or like upload and stuff. Well, at least it's better than the timing belt that's covered in oil, Ford. I'm looking at you, Ford. Oh, back to how to buy a car. There's such a thing as positivity bias when you're researching about the car. So don't forget to search negatively about it also. Because when you type in, let's say, is the E36 good? All you're gonna get is the E36 is good search results.
Sad
right?
Boy 1 says,
distributor.
Emmy, what
Okay.
is a distributor and
That's
what
ancient.
does it do?
Distributors ancient. But yeah, don't forget to search like common problems E36. So you have like view of both. Don't ask if it's good, because the mere you inputting the word good in the search terms will produce good results and biased already. So yeah. My distributor. It distributes the spark. Yeah. All right. You know what a spark plug is, right? You know what a bark plug is, right? Let's say you have 4 bark plugs in your 4-cylinder engine. How do you know when to make the bark plug bark, right? So you have a distributor. A distributor is like a rotor, and it has 4 points. It spins. The rotor spins. It spins at the same rate the engine does. So, when the rotor hits contact number 1, let's just say it's gonna fire spark plug number 1. Then as it rotates, it hits the second contact point, and it fires spark plug number 3, let's say. And then spark plug number 4, and then spark plug number 2. So, as it rotates, it aligns to a contact point, which tells a spark plug to go boom. That's a distributor. It tells the bark plug when to bark. Bow 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 bow. But it's still pretty. Now it doesn't really skip 2. I said 4, 3, 1. Wait, what was the firing order of 4-cylinder again? It's 1, 3, 4, 2, right? Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's 1, 3, 4, 2. Because Yeah, 1342 there. Because the... Oh crap, we need tires, we need tires. Because in order for the engine to be balanced, let's say a 4-cylinder engine, the pair that goes up and the pair that goes down is 1, 4, and 2, and 3. So if you look at like an X-ray 3D model of an engine moving, you're gonna notice that pistons 2 and 3 go up and down at the same time, and opposite to them, pistons 1 and 4 go up and down at the same time. So you can't have spark plugs fire at 1, 2, 3, 4, because 1 and 2 maybe, but 2 and 3 can't be, because 2 and 3 are moving at the same time. So for you to have alternating pulses, it's 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2. So you actually have equal pulses. Ow. Yes, it's 1, 3, 4, 2. Okay, there we go. Ow, my back. My aging spine. Change tires. Yes. I feel nitro system. Yes. We ballin'. You've done another song. Wow. Oh, who's this? Who are you? Unless it's a Fiat 126P. Oh wait, it fires at the same time? It's not parallel like Kawasaki's and stuff. It's not 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Because some engines, some 2-cylinder engines are like 1 2 1 2 1 2. Some 2-cylinder engines are more of like 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, it's on fire! Oh, the music. Banger. Oh, Record X. Wow. Oh, see you, Smoga. Thanks for dropping by. What's an ignition coil? Oi. Oi. Where's Sadu getting all these terms? Anyway. An ignition coil is what generates the spark. It's literally a coil that converts your 12-volt battery into a kabajillion volt. I forgot the exact voltage, but it's like a kabajillion volts. So, once you release all that energy, it's enough energy to bridge a spark through the spark plug. That's why it's called an ignition coil, because literally it's a coil. There's coiled wire. There's coiled wire inside, and ignition because it's part of the spark plug mechanism. Ignition. It came to me in a dream. Sadu was asleep and it was all of a sudden wakes up. Ignition coil. What's an ignition coil? At 50,000 volts? That I am not sure. Enough to kill a man with diabetes. Both fire at the same time. What? Damn. I see. So it's literally just like one piston, but they just separated it into two. I see. Oh, I'm gonna decimate this Copen. Oh, it's Box Daughter. Hello. We meet again. Excuse me. Meow. I mean, okay, 40,000 volts. There you go. What is cornering speed? It is the speed of which you corner. Yeah. Ah, yeah, you must have heard at some point. Yeah. Yay, headband.
Andy Ghostbun says, "Hey Emmy, a question I think nobody did before. Why did you stop using the black tank top?"
Because that doesn't have face tracking. Only the Suka Gen has face tracking, actually. That's why we stopped using the other. That's why I really want to have a new model now. Because we'll have a new base with more expressive face tracking. Then we'll adapt all of the outfits there. Or make new outfits. I don't know. We'll see how Chizu feels about it. Now, because, you know, having done this never before, me and Chizu, at least back then, didn't have like a workflow or like a manual of which to efficiently pump out models of different outfits. But now we sort of kind of do. That's why you can see Chizu change outfits every time. Because Chizu now has like a workflow that you can just throw on an outfit and it's instantly like a VTuber model. Like, damn, okay. We're adapting that then, so I think I have like 200 to 300 gigs worth of like model related assets. Just because we keep redoing it and I'm so afraid to delete the older revisions because I'm like, what if I need it? What if I need it? So this should streamline the process and lower the amount of space it consumes. Ignition magneto? What the hell? What is that? I can assume what it is though. Is it like a starter thing? I actually don't know what an ignition magneto is. I haven't reached the end. Oh, you're so far, Satu. The rabbit hole is quite deep. Chat, the racing line is a lie. Has anyone told you that? The racing line that's commonly taught to you in racing school is actually a lie, and we'll discuss that in one of our YouTube videos in the future once we get there. So like a cam angle sensor, Emerald, right? Because it's what replaced the distributor in the modern ignition system. Why is the racing line a lie? Because the racing line is perfectly geometric. Okay, pass.
Synth_boy_Spitfire 956 says, we use them in aviation, it's like a car start thingy. But for planes, many aircraft
like
in the early 30s didn't have these. Yeah, the early models of BF109 they had a hand crank to start, but later models had a push-a-button sort of system.
Naruhodo. Yes, the racing line is a lie. Because number one is geometric, right? It assumes your car can brake as hard as it corners, but realistically, your car has its limit in G-forces, in braking, in cornering, and acceleration are different, right? So in order to maximize all those forces, you're not gonna follow a geometric line. It's close though, it's close. It's close to the geometric line, but it's not actually the geometric line. Though the less horsepower you have, the more geometric your line is. Oh, do you know, well, I guess for people who like watch car content here and stuff, like, you know how the not in mainstream, but a lot of reputable sources tell you, right, when adjusting the coilover, you usually set the bottom coil in the, oh yes,
Sadwo1 says, I did a quick Google and an ignition magneto was used to start cars in older engines, but because they can only produce low voltage energy, they also need something to transform the voltage.
Oh crap. Oh, so it's like an ignition coil for your starter. Since back in the day, something low energy, low. Okay, yeah. Dang it! Yay, headpacks.
Battlefire says, what do you use for tracking and face tracking, since I use VC Face and a webcam? Do you have any recommendations?
I'm using an iPhone
says,
and
I know it's a
Vtubers.
bit late, but anyway, here is what a magneto. Magnetos were basically ignition coils before ignition coils were a thing. You would connect a battery to the magneto and it would make spark regardless of timing just for startup. After that you would disconnect the thing. It's really old tech and the last cars that used it were the likes of Ford Model D and such.
Whoa, Model T. That is ancient. Dang it, we went back to the garage. That wasn't my intention. For face tracking though, you don't need the iPhone because face tracking is really becoming really good right now. Chizu uses a webcam. And I think XR, what do you call that? There's other software that you can use with Warudo in tandem, which we will also move on to that with the new model, so it'll be quite probably 2 to 3 weeks of adapting. We'll try to do the hand tracking also. Then again, I don't want the hand tracking. You'll see me pick my nose. A glow plug is the diesel version of a spark plug for diesel engines. Because diesel engines, you don't ignite the diesel. Because diesel doesn't ignite. It rapidly evaporates. Or it self-ignites. The way diesel fuel works is that you compress them so much that they explode on their own. So what you need the glow plug for technically is just for starting the car. When the engine is not hot yet, this self-combustion, self-ignition thing does not work yet. So you need to have really, really hot glow plugs to help facilitate the cold start. But once the engine has been started, you actually deactivate the glow plugs already, since the heat from the combustion itself will be the one to encourage the next combustions. I mean, Vinyan's pretty, or you can jump to Warudo. So you don't need to jump, because jumping between systems is such a pain. For example, the bonks, the gamer subs, and the head pats, we'll have to redo all of that in Warudo. So might as well just go to Warudo directly. So just in case you don't need to like switch between systems anymore. Now, family of 5. Sorry, family of 5. Yay, headpad.
Andy Ghostbon says, I did a search a long time ago on the differences of using a webcam and a phone. Basically the expression sensors are built in the phone's camera hardware and software to process, while in a webcam it uses processing power of your computer to figure it out on the go, instead of just knowing exactly like the phone.
Because iPhones have a system to detect it has face detection, right, to unlock your phone. So it uses that technology to track your face. And they developed a software within the iPhone to translate that data into data that can be read by the computer and the model. So it's the iPhone doing the tracking and the processing of what's happening. Which is back in the day, PCs didn't have programs of their own. But now, they're starting to have. Starter solenoid. Actually, Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Battlefire_.
Solenoid is the one that pushes the
Also,
starter
I love that
gear.
my
Right?
normal plain face makes my model look angry. I guess I just have a resting bitch face, Lamau.
Oh yeah. Nice. That's pretty cool though. It's accurate then, right? The model really replicates the mood of the pilot. What do you call it? What do you call the user of the model? Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I think the starter. Okay, here's the thing. The starter starts the engine, right? But the thing is, if it stays connected to the engine, it's gonna provide additional drag that you don't need, right? When the engine's running already. So what happens is, when you start the car, the starter gear gets pushed out into the flywheel and it turns the crankshaft. And that's what starts the car. But when the car is already started, the starter gear retracts into its hole. So it's not connected to the engine after you start the car. So I think the starter solenoid is the one that pushes the gear out and in. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not too sure about that one. Oh, there. It also kills your starter if it stays connected to the engine. Chat, did you know you can get 10% off gamer stuff if you use our product code Kurama or link below? There you go. IRL. On the fly ads. Let's go on the fly ads. Follow up. What's a starter? Oh, I mentioned this in the how an engine works video. Ow. Or not the engine works. How a clutch works, I think. The thing is, for the internal combustion engine to work, it needs to be moving, right? An internal combustion engine will not work from a standstill. It needs to be rotated by an external force in order to start the process, the cycle of suck, squish, bang, blow. So the electric starter is there to spin the engine initially.
956 says, right then, Lemmy and chat, I got to go to Air Cadets now. Yes,
Okay.
it's that time of the day. Got to go be responsible and teach things. Yay.
Oh no,
Have a
okay.
good stream, Lemmy, if
Good
I
luck.
don't see you later. Bye, Poetpool.
Good luck. See you. Yeah, you just ignite and the engine goes. But then that's assuming the engine was already going. But from a standstill, the engine can't go. It needs an external force to start the cycle. Just pushing the Sylvia. Come on. Go, Wildbird, go. Go, Wildbird, go. I believe in you. We're gonna push it to 300 kilometers per hour. Let's go. Oh, continue pushing the other car from behind for 1 kilometer. Wow, it's an achievement. I did not know that. Is there more achievement? Let's go try. Nice. Come on, Wildbird, you can hit 300. I believe in you. Let's hit 300 together. Oh no! I've accidentally overtaken. Goodbye. How do sway bars work? Nah, that's still too hard to describe. Suspension is black magic, you know. And I told you right. The sway bar is a... When one suspension component compresses, the sway bar compresses the other side also. Damn. Yes, it's funny metal pipe. It's a rod. It's a It's a piece of circular thingy. Some are hollow, some are not hollow. I'm actually excited. If I can get... No, I won't be surprised if I won't be able to bring home the Z3 yet. But very excited with the Z3. I'm inspired to actually work. I'm like, okay, let's make the motorsports program next year to earn that dough. Just because I think I'm gonna enjoy driving the Z3. But what will happen to the Emi Kuruma channel? No. Emi Kuruma channel derailed by Z3? No. What's a wiring harness? It's literally your wires. The set of wires in a bundle is called a harness. It's like... what do you call that? A flock of something is called a something. I forgot the examples. Was it like a group of monkeys is a congress? What do you call that? Oh God, I can't think of examples. But a group of wires is a harness. A group of wires that serve a purpose is a harness.
Danievo02 says, fun fact, Kawasaki not only makes the most powerful 1-liter bike engine, but also the world's tiniest 4-cylinder engine, a 250cc
Really?
found in the ZX25R. Absolute bonkers.
The 250 is the smallest. I did not know that. I wanted a 250 so bad. XR. Sounds insane. But then here in the anime world, by the way, tidbit of information for our motorcycle riding friends. In the anime world, in order to get on a highway, you need to have 400 cc's on a motorcycle. That's why, even though the XS25R is such an amazing bike, it didn't really sell well here because it's for the money you're paying, it's not highway legal. What's a ground strap? It's a strap that connects to a ground. You know how electrical works, right? You have a positive and you have a negative, right? So in the car, you ground the chassis, as you say, right? So the negative of the battery is connected to the chassis, and the rest of your electronics, if it's not super crucial, is also grounded to the chassis, as they say. So from the battery going to the switch, going to, let's say, a tail light, your tail light now is grounded to the chassis, which is grounded to the negative of the battery.
Battlefire_.
So that's how the light
says,
works.
I could get on the highway with my Yamaha 125 YBR.
I know, right?
have to lay down on top of it and rev it to 11,5 kRPM to get up to the speed limit.
Yeah, but it can. Like modern bikes, even the 150cc bikes today, and the 125cc's can actually handle the highway correctly. It's a super old rule that was just never revisited. So, yeah. So a ground strap is, for example, your engine is actually grounded to your chassis also. So, but the thing is, usually your engine supports, rather, your engine mounts, the mounts that connects the engine to the chassis, they're usually made out of rubber, so they don't conduct electricity. So what you need to have are ground straps that connect your engine to the chassis, so that the components on the engine has a ground to go to. The Civic. What do you do the modern world police force SWAT teams FBI? Huh? What would you do if the modern world police force SWAT teams, FBI, CIA, and military? What's the question again? What do they do? And Secret Services do what? I'm learning so much on the street. Let's go! Whoa. So Sadwu, the difference between a crop sensor and a full frame camera. There goes Emmy again with the camera. Proteins would bolt the absolute largest pipe they can on an X5. Huh? Motorcycles with more than one cylinder illegal in Iran thanks to some... What? Really? So I guess the KTM is really popular there, huh? Because KTMs are one cylinder. Sadhu's thirst for knowledge knows no bound. Okay, here's the thing. Back in the day, during the film cameras, the size of the film is actually what you call 35 millimeters. Now, I forgot if that was lengthwise or crosswise, but we'll leave it at that. Film before was 35 millimeters. So, when cameras evolved into digital cameras, they adapted the 35 millimeter format. So the sensors are 35 millimeters. That's what you call a full frame sensor. But then as technology went on, like companies, although don't quote me on this because I'm not as good of a car guy as a camera guy. So technology has advanced that they can actually have smaller sensors now that do a good job also. So these smaller sensors are cheaper to manufacture, and the lenses you need for them are actually smaller also, because the lenses only need to cover a smaller area. So in order to create cheaper and more entry-level cameras, the camera manufacturers decided to have crop sensor cameras, which is smaller than the 35 millimeter. So each manufacturer kind of have their own size for crop sensor. So for Sony, it's a factor of 1.5. So like do the math. 35 divided by 1.5. That's the size of the sensor of a Sony. I think Nikon is 1.6 or 1.4. I forget. But there's a certain crop factor. Oh crap! Woo! Oh wow! I died. That's death. Instant death. Handbrake. Ooh. No, full frame cameras aren't obsolete. Full frame cameras are still the standard. It's just that they're expensive and you need larger lenses to use them. So from a non-professional consumer point of view, it's too expensive to buy. Like for me, the full frame camera I want to buy right now is $2,000. That's without lens. That's just the body. It's $2,000. The benefit of using a full frame sensor over a crop frame sensor is that since it's physically bigger, it can actually capture more light. Hence, you have better low light performance. And there are also other more detailed stuff that I won't mention because we haven't mentioned the basics. But like the blurry background, the bokeh, the noise and stuff is also better on a full frame. It's like it's like capturing a picture is like leaving a bucket in the rain, right? So let's say the rain only happens briefly. If you have a bigger bucket, you're able to get more rainwater compared to if you have a smaller bucket. So that's like the full frame versus crop frame thing. Yes, we need to go to the basics because we need to go to the triangle. The triangle of photography. The 3 settings that you need to play with in order to get the right exposure. It's shutter speed, aperture, and ISO. Then from there, another rabbit hole opens into the technicalities of cameras. Yes, that's a triangle photography. Right, so it's a photography stream now. Okay, so what is exposure? Think film, right? If you film literally just like accepts photons, right? It's the light particles. It just I don't know if the photon sticks to it. I don't know the term, but it reacts to photons, right? So if you expose it to infinite amount of photons, you're only going to get a white picture. That's overexposed. So what you need to do is you need to feed it just the right amount of photons for it to generate a picture. Too much photons and too much exposure to photons and your picture will be too bright. That's overexposed. And too little exposure to photons and your picture will be dark. That's underexposed. So that's exposure, right? Yes, diving 2 rabbit holes at the same time. Let's go. So, in order to control the amount of light that your film gets or your sensor, you have three controls that you can play with. Number 1 is shutter speed. Shutter speed is how long the shutter is open. The shutter is like the thing that blocks your sensor. So when it opens, it lets in light, then it closes. So it can be as fast as 1/4000th of a second, or it can be as long as 30 seconds if you want it, or longer. So that's the shutter speed. Next is aperture. Aperture is how big of a hole the light is going through. So how big is your lens? Technically, simply put, let's just put it that way. How big is your lens? And number 3 is ISO. How sensitive is your film? Because you can actually get film that's more sensitive than other films. So if you have a more sensitive film, let's say an ISO 400, compared to a less sensitive film, ISO 100, you can afford to have faster shutter speed since the film itself can absorb light quicker. Yeah! Rabbit hole! The shutter speed is how long it's open. But it also works with videos, because video is technically just a series of pictures. Video is a series of pictures with a black screen in a black frame in between. That's a video. So a video that's 30 frames per second, that means that's 30 pictures per second. A video that's 60 frames per second, or actually, you know what they call it. You know the screen of the computer, right? The FPS of games. That's exactly what it is. So, at 30 FPS, that's your computer is generating 30 frames per second of images to like have an illusion of moving pictures. The picture itself is not moving. It's an illusion. Illusion. Excuse me. Hick. Ow. But you're not gonna open the shutter more than once. It's the length of how long it opens. So it opens, let's say, for 2 seconds, then it closes. So you're letting light in for 2 seconds, something like that. So it only opens once. It's the duration. Duration. It's all about light. Photography is all about light. Same with cars, it's all about the tire. It's just car suspension, chassis, geometry, everything. Everything you do is technically just to satisfy the tires. So same in photography, it's the light. Everything you do in photography revolves around light. Was it Eternal Polaris in an R35 the other time? Why is this an R33 now? We don't have tires. This is a serious battle. We don't have tires. Dang! Need NOS and tires. NOS and tires, NOS and tires, NOS and tires. Dang it! Eternal! Get back here! No! 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 How does that affect digital cameras? Yeah, the sensor. Technically, you up the sensitivity of the sensor. So in film cameras, in order to change ISO, you need to change the physical film. In a digital camera, you just need to flip the settings. Settings. Immortal Clown. We need to garage soon. You already beat her R35 Pro. Oh! She changes cars when you beat her? Wow! That's pretty cool. Very subjective, the digital versus film camera thing. Because they say that the film has this warmth that the digital can't reproduce. But I don't know. I wasn't able to like play with film that much to really like have an opinion. But I've shot film before. Maybe I should share it. I have film photos. They're pretty cool. I love my film photos. For some reason, if it's a film photo, it's like every photo is like good. We need a Daikoku soon. Yeah. Need tires. Here's how to justify camera purchases over cars. The film lens that's literally older than me. I think it's like, oh no, sorry, I'm older than everything. By the way, I'm 139 years old. A camera lens from the oh crap, really have no tires anymore. A camera lens from the 1975. That has been passed down in our family from a film camera. I'm still using it right now. You can buy adapters, so I can adapt it to my Sony camera. And it's a full manual lens. There's no autofocus or anything. But the pictures come out dreamy. So I'm like, oh, dreamy. So sometimes I whip it out if I feel like it. And it's fun, it's fun. Oh no. Yeah, we need to go back to the garage. Can't even drive straight anymore. Oh, CRT monitors? CRT monitors. Emmy, sometimes I whip it out. Kuramo, let's go. Sometimes I feel like whipping out something really huge, really black, really hard. The Nikon D810. Fucking tank. We have a joke with the Nikon the professional Nikon cameras. We have a joke that don't drop it. Not because you might break the camera, it's because you might break the floor. It's like Nokia. Like, hey man, be careful with that. Don't drop it. Why? Because you might crack the tiles. Thing is a tank. Different styles of photography. I think every single person, it's like drawing. Every single person has a different style of photography. How they see the world, right? And how they project it to people. Even the color balance. Because technically there's no such thing as out of the camera picture, even in film. Because how you develop the film influences the colors that'll pop and not pop in film. So what you have is literally just a bunch of data. And sometimes each camera manufacturer has a default like recipe of color and stuff that they output to have a proper image for the consumer. But technically speaking, all pictures are color tweaked per se. So if you're a bit more like if you don't mind the hassle, other photographers will color grade each picture. For me, I'm kind of lazy, so I set the camera to like a certain vibe. So for me, that's a bit lower contrast, a little less saturation to make the image a bit flat. And then usually what comes out of the camera is a picture style that I want already, then I post that. Yeah, manual lenses still have a charm. How developing film, that I don't know anymore. That's too deep. That's too deep. But like, I think the ratio of the, what do you call it? There's a solution that you use to like something the film, like in the dark room and all that. Also, are there cameras that can record video? Yes, all of them now. All new cameras can record video. In the advent of short form content and everything. Even the later model DSLRs can capture video. Yeah, the developing solution. Even the older DSLRs, the D5 series, I think already records video. Who's that blue opponent in the distance? Let's go. Go. Gonna watch Funny Cargill while hauling stuff along SnowRunner. Woo, SnowRunner! Actually, should we play Snow/Mudrunner? Because come to think of it, that's a very Zatsu stream. Like Euro Truck Simulator. We just do missions, deliver logs and stuff while chatting. And it's slower pace, so should be good. But they're expensive. No, I mean all cameras now. Like, I think you can't buy a camera that doesn't take video. Like, cameras you can buy secondhand for $100 will already record video. Actually, I'm not sure what those numbers are either. I don't know what the naming convention could be. But don't let the megapixels fool you. They're just a number of pixels, but they don't necessarily like reflect the quality of the image. Yes, let's go. I'm using all my NOS. He's fast. Oh no, we're dying just because of the wall. Not bad. Not bad, sir. King of Spades. Not bad. Oh, it's a third the back of your phone. Wait, is your phone a Oppo or something? Need for Speed Underground 2. After we play Need for Speed Underground 1. Yeah! Then we'll need Most Wanted because T46, let's go! Nubia Focus, what's that? 5G. 5G is the internet connection. The data internet connection. So what are some somewhat cheap cameras can record? I think everything. Like everything. Probably the only ones that can't record right now are the super old ones, like the D40, the D60, the D90 already records. But these cameras are like or they're just like $100, I think, nowadays. Oh, part of your student data plan, nice. Because if you're going for a camera, I suggest the A6000. Because it's a cheap enough starter camera, but it's a camera that can take you really far if you do take it seriously. Nubia Focus 5G. Oh, Nubia. Okay, let's try to look for Chihaya now. They're probably in one of these Daikokus. Are you here, Chihaya? Nubia. Ah, Sony A6000. For me, if you're at least semi-serious, that's a very the Chicha, no, Chicha, to Chihaya. Chicha. Swim or YouTube? Okay. Sony A6000. Yeah, that's true. Most people never need more than 10 megapixels. Actually, the A7S2 is only 12 megapixels. It's pretty good.
Also, since I'm new here, what does anime land mean?
Ah, it's... As a joke, I never mention where I am from. So I say I'm from the anime world. Okay, we'll break the fourth wall a bit to explain the bit to the newcomers. The anime world is where I live. So it's not like I'm hiding it. People know where I live. I mean, at least they know the country. They know where I'm from. But as a joke, it's like, no, nobody knows. It's, I'm from the anime. I'm from the anime. What are you talking about? I'm an anime wolf girl. Of course I'm from the anime world. Actually, I've been kind of thinking if we should change it to a different term, because isn't the anime world Japan? I'm like, wait a minute. Would it be a problem when we get bigger that, you know, people will start saying, but the anime world is Japan. That's not Japan. Yeah, so just a meme now. Or what I say is, my part of the anime world. There you go. My part of the anime world. So anywhere can be the anime world. It's just that this is my part of the anime world. Yes. We have Anime Italy. You know, Anime Italy. Yeah, Anime World. Yes, correct. Ugh. Guys, you're correct. I was just testing you. Those are all correct answers.
Danievo02 says,
Correct
"What
answers.
is a joke?
Pretty good.
Embrace it. Never dox yourself."
Yes. JJK domain expansion. It's like Kali. It's like Mori Calliope's underworld, right? Like she lives in the underworld, but then which part of the underworld? Fair enough. Chat even gets as far as I'm sure what your accent is. Yeah. Well, some people, based on my other posts, can figure it out. But then if you haven't figured it out yet, you're free to not figure it out. Like honestly, for me, I don't want to know who my VTubers are IRL also. That's why, you know, I'm really so happy I don't know who Fauna is IRL. I'm like, yes. But I'm like, I know who Kali is, I know who Kiara is now. I'm like, no. I've seen Gargura, the IRL one. I'm like, no. My suspension of disbelief. My suspension of disbelief. Like I like that I don't know who Crony is. The Bao Bao sisters, Nerissa. Actually, the Advent people, I don't know who any of them are. Like, yes, I don't know. I haven't seen their IRLs yet. So happy. Chihaya, where are you? Oh, okay. It's a 1 out of 1. I don't know why they do this kind of measurement, right? So it's a 1 of 1.67 inch sensor. So what is that? Because there's a 1 inch sensor. That's another standard. There's the 35mm full frame. There's the crop sensor. Then there's the 1 inch. So the smaller 1 inch is that. The 1 out of 1.67 inch sensor. So that's the size of your sensor. And the f1.75 aperture, that's how wide your lens can go. Which is actually very respectable. 1.75 is pretty good. Yeah, like Anime Italy, where Raura and Panko. Yeah, I'm so happy I don't know who Raura is. So I'm like, yeah! Arcade game fan. I think the only real quote-unquote VTuber I've accepted is what's her name? Onigiri. Cause her IRL stuff is pretty stonks also. Depth lens. What's a depth lens? Megapixels is... Yay, headbands. How many pixels?
Danievo02 says, "Regarding some of those VTubers, I can't believe how short they are. I'm 161 centimeters or 5 feet 3 inches and I'm the shortest person in my class."
Oh, yeah, that's true. Some of them are like 150 something. Like, whoa. Yeah, Southeast Asia things, I guess. Asia things. Sadwu flexing. Megapixels is how many pixels there are in the image. So technically, how many pixels in a 1080p monitor is 1080 times 1920 times 1080. That's how many pixels there are in a 1080p monitor. So a megapixel, wait, is a megapixel 1,000? I'm not sure how many thousand pixels is a megapixel. Man who admires Racer. Check out my bag. We have Keiichi Sochiya from Timu. Maybe here. Okay. How's far? We don't know until we take a picture, like an actual, because megapixels is a marketing gimmick also. It's like horsepower in cars. Sometimes the horsepower figure doesn't really represent the speed of the car, because it's how you apply that power. Megapixel is a million. Oh, there you go. Because you can have 108 megapixels, but like a proper full frame with 12 megapixels will blow it out of the water. Chihaya, where are you? Oh, it was in there? Wait, hold on. I didn't look through the... Let's go back, let's go back. Wah! Wah! Lightning fast carriage driver. Wait, where's the Niji one? Let's challenge the Niji one first. Niji. I miss million. I mean, 1 out of 1.67 might be more than reasonable if we're talking about. We're taking a mirror camera. Hubble Space Telescope got its massive mirror off by less than a hair's width. And it was blurry for a while. Oh, see, that's why camera equipment are expensive, because literally a hair width of discrepancy is like, yeah. Where is Niji Sanji girl? Oh, Niji's on the up one. Okay. I'll come back for you, Chihaya. This one? No. Oh, there is some that appears on the weekends. That's a thing? I'm quite surprised that even if we finish the story, there's still a lot of things to do, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, both on Heiwajima, okay. Oh, that's good. Yep, we're still in the 400Z. I tried other cars, but they produce less horsepower, and I'm like, what? Oh, some of the parking lots are empty, so that's probably it. Okay. Oh crap. Right, racing with Holo Girl. Let's go. Caring woman. Mechanic looking man. Whoa. That camber though. That camber though. Look at that camber. Oh, photo mode. Oh, you could do this? I didn't know you could do this. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, look at that. How do we change height? Ah, there. Whoa. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's so cool. Wow. Oh, it's different on this side. Wow. Nice. Nice art. Nice art. So good. So good. Yeah, if I understand Japanese, I would also watch Chihaya. This one's awesome also, though the lighting's kind of bad on this side. Look at that. Smug. Smog. How about the rear? Are there details in the rear? What's that? The lack of background music is deafening. Hololive production. Where's the Cover Corp logo? Cover Corp. Nice. Wow, it's so cool. Wow. Makes you want to watch her more. But I can't understand Japanese. Okay, let's race. Let's race. Full throttle, let's go. This is Rindo Chihaya, DJ and driver for Flow. Oh, she's a DJ? Ooh. Oops, here I was, the lightning fast carriage driver. Chihaya Chiha finally debuted on the Shuto Expressway. Let's go! Hey, why don't we go see the view on the other side together? Oh my god, that's all. Kinilig ako. Yeah. Yes, they're car VTuber. Oh, I just got an email like right now. The tune file I need arrived. Nice. I'll be uploading that when I get to the shop tomorrow. Yes, but they're Japanese based, so they speak Japanese. So I do not understand what they're saying. I should learn Japanese. Oh my god, look at it, it's so cool. Wow. Wow, look at the camber. Wow. Oh, we're side by side. Cool. Come on, Chihaya, let's go. I'm lifting off. Oh, the sound! Let's go! How long will the song last? Wait a minute. Is this copyright? No. No. We get copyrighted. Sorry, Chihaya. La 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 la. This is a copyrighted Hololive song. I hope not. Sorry, Chihaya. I wanted to listen to it. Honestly, I wanted to listen to it so much. No, but this will be a VOD on YouTube. Okay, since you guys can't read it, I'll read it for you. Ah, I lost. Will we have a rematch again? We can go for a cruise. We don't even need to race. I wasn't planning on racing actually. But then the copyright music started playing, so I'm like, fuck! Let's go! If you want to battle a real Chiha, come here on the weekend. I'll show you Chiha's true strength. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? She's faster on the weekend? No way. No, ain't no way. But it's only Tuesday. 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 No, Chihaya, where did you go? Chihaya, no! Chihaya, no! Who you? Who you? Get out of here. I assume it's one of her songs. Light Tiger. I'm assuming they nerfed the Supra because it's a German engine. You know how the Japanese are. I understand, but I can't accept it. Wow. The Chihaya voice, the Chihaya dialogue was pretty good. I enjoyed that. Like, why don't we go see the other side together? I'm like, whoa! Damn, these idols know what they're doing. This is why I'm not idol material. I won't be like, let's go see the other side together. I'll be like, last one, there's a rotten egg. I saw Albus earlier. Wonder if he dipped out. But I received a bonk earlier, so. Where's autopilot? Passing lane. Ha! Cruising in the passing lane like a degenerate without passing anyone. It's alright, chat. It has been 3 hours already, and I guess I need to somewhat go. Yeah. Do I? I guess I should. I guess I should. So I can sleep. So I can have some. I need to pack up my stuff also. Make sure the laptops and the cables and the my toiletries, you know, are in the bag. In the bag, and my clothes. For tomorrow. I'm staying overnight at the shop. Yeah. So, yeah, and should I say it now, or do I say it next week? Hold on. I'm contemplating. I'll flip a coin. I need a coin. Dang it, there's no coin. Coin! Now they're gone. Like, I have a... There we go. I usually have like a shit ton of coins here. Okay. Hits. Raid someone. I don't know who though. Now this is the 400Z. Z. Z. Yeah. No, the music's gone whenever I tab out. No. No. We'll raid. Buff Pup, let's go! Fellow wolf girl. Anyway, I'm kidding. No. I don't have friends. I don't have VTuber friends yet, so I don't know if I can raid anyone. Where's online? Oh, them is streaming. No, not that I'm just stating that them is streaming. I'm not saying we'll go watch them. Ouch. Yay, okay, so one more time. Best out of 3. Best out of 3. Heads. Okay. Coin. Tails. Tails. Heads. Ow. Flipping coin, flipping coin. Okay, the coin says not to make a decision now, so I won't make a decision now. All right, I guess we'll reserve that for the next stream. Or should I say it now anyway? Contemplating. Should I decide on something now, chat, or should you think I should wait for next stream until I decide something? What do you think? It's not good though. It's not good. So are you guys ready for this? This proposition. It's a proposition. It's not yet a final verdict, but it's a proposition. Okay, so it has been brought to my attention that something Discord is something. So things are happening and I have no time to actually like handle it myself. So I'm playing with the thought of maybe just like disbanding the Discord, and you guys can make your own fan Discord if you want. But then I shouldn't be the one, like it will no longer be an official Discord. Because sort of like I'm realizing that it's irresponsible of me to try to manage something that I don't have time to. So I'm like, because as a liability, right? It's kind of a big liability, because if I don't actually personally manage it myself, if things happen, it's kind of on me, right? So, like, you know how people weaponize drama and all that, right? So, for one, our Discord is not age restricted. So that's one. That's a big what if it happens in the future, right? If something crazy happens, right? So that's like, oh, it's on me. But then if it's a fan-made Discord of which I don't have a hand in, then that's the admin's, like the fan admin that created its responsibility. But for now, the Discord is technically my responsibility because it's officially my Discord, linked to my email, linked to my Discord account, right? So if anything does happen there, it's gonna be really bad. And the fact that I don't have the time to manage it personally is kind of irresponsible. So I'm thinking of the idea. It's not yet final. So, and it's not gonna be like a one day takedown. We'll give it a month or something. If you guys wanna promote your own fan Discords, you can do it there. I guess you can allow that if you all wanna make your own. But like for the official Discord, I don't think we're big enough, or our structure is not good enough yet to handle a personal Discord. So that's the thing I've been thinking about. That's why I just went to sleep yesterday. Yeah, like, do I think about it? Do I sleep? I'll sleep. So that's the news of which I am kind of like hesitant to discuss, because even though it's gonna be like a hit on our growth, I guess the potential growth does not really outweigh the potential risks. Like there's more risk than reward, in my opinion. At least for me, since I can't personally guard it, right? I can't personally manage all of the stuff. So if something goes wrong, it's literally on me for being irresponsible about it. So something like that. No, still, even if there's a mod restructure to happen, like, I don't know if I can take the risk of like something happening regardless, right? You know how, like, let's just say hopefully it's not, like, I have no idea if this is happening. I hope not, knock on wood. But then you know how crazy internet people are. Like, what if the PDF thing is happening and like the GROMM word is happening, right? I don't know. But then if it's happening under that channel, of which is officially under me, if anything goes out, that's on me. So I'm like, And I wasn't really, you know me, chat. I'm socially anxious. You know. I don't even go out. I don't even have friends. So what's Chizu then? Chizu's a horse. He's a horse. So like, I can't handle, I think, intrapersonal relationships, even with like Discord. I think like the fact that I don't reply to messages is one sign already. So that's a thing I'm thinking about. But again, you guys are free to make your own fan Discords. But then at least the liability is like no longer on me. Again, I'm willing to take the liability if I have the time to actually manage it, right? But then I don't, sadly. I have other stuff, and I'm willing to let go of because technically it's an asset, right? It's an avenue of like information and all that. But as an anime wolf girl who has already sold her first car before and have quit law school in one semester, I am not alien to giving up on things. Knowing that they might not, like, the risks involved. I've been in a business before also that I've closed because the risks outweigh the benefits, and we'll just start again. I'm not alien to starting again, quote unquote. Or like our new channel, right? We separated our streaming channel from our main channel, and that literally that's a hit. That's a big hit. But then I'm willing to take that hit because in the long run it's gonna be better, I think. So yeah. So for now it's not yet final, but I'm thinking about it just so that I don't need to bother with it anymore, because it's gonna like delay the projects. It's gonna delay stuffs. So yeah. So though I'm 90% like set on just closing it, and you guys do whatever you want with like a new Discord server or whatever, because again, it's irresponsible for me to run something I can't manage, right? So let me let you bye. No, I'm kidding. Okay. I'm still here. So with that, I'll be back on Friday maybe, or Saturday, I'm not sure. I'll be in the shop for a few days. We'll let that thought simmer for a while, because it's not final yet. I'm a ponder upon it. I will ponder upon it some more. So yeah. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Remember, actually, I don't want to say mommy loves you, because moms are responsible. I'm the cool auntie that disappears when problem starts. I'm your cool auntie. Auntie loves you. Bye. Ciao. See you guys. See you.